Ever feel like parenting is just a guessing game, with no clear path forward? The secret to lasting success as a parent isn't in trendy tips or quick fixes. It's in understanding unshakable principles that stand the test of time. Let me show you how these principles can transform your family life. As parents, we often rely on practices, things we do day to day to guide our teens. But practices can fail us because they're situational. What works for one teen or one family might completely backfire in another. Principles, however, are different. They're like the laws of gravity, natural, universal truths that remain constant no matter the situation. In this episode, we'll dive into what parenting principles are, why they matter, and how they can help you navigate even the toughest moments with your teen. But first, let's start with explaining what principles are and why they are so important. Principles are universal truths or natural laws that guide our actions and decisions. Unlike situational practices or rules, principles remain constant and provide a strong foundation for navigating life's challenges. In parenting, principles like respect, empathy, and accountability help build trust, foster understanding, and create meaningful connections with your teen. By anchoring your parenting in principles, you ensure consistency, fairness, and a lasting positive impact on your child's growth and development. Next, we will go through some common problems, solutions, and methods, and end the video with a step-by-step guide to get you started. First problem: over-reliance on situational practices. Many parents try to tackle parenting challenges with one-size-fits-all solutions like grounding or rewards. While these may work temporarily, they don't address the underlying issues. The reason: practices are reactive. They're designed to handle surface problems but don't build the foundation of trust, respect, and growth. One simple solution: start identifying principles that guide your parenting, like mutual respect, empathy, and accountability. A simple method: next time your teen breaks a rule, instead of focusing on punishment, ask, "What principle can guide me here?" For example, empathy might lead you to have a deeper conversation instead of just grounding them. Problem: confusion between rules and principles. Many parents confuse rules, like curfew or screen time limits, with principles. Rules change as teens grow, but principles remain constant. The reason: when rules aren't rooted in principles, teens see them as arbitrary, which can lead to rebellion. One simple solution: base your rules on clear principles. For example, a curfew rule might stem from the principle of safety and respect for family time. A simple method: explain the why behind the rule. Say, "The curfew is there because I care about your safety and want us to have time as a family." This shifts their focus to the principle, not just the restriction. Third problem: lack of consistency in parenting. When parents lack consistent principles, teens feel confused and uncertain about boundaries. This can lead to trust issues and miscommunication. The reason: without a guiding compass, decisions become inconsistent, and teens may interpret this as unfairness or favoritism. One simple solution: write down the core principles you want to guide your parenting, like honesty, respect, and accountability. Use these as a compass for all decisions. A simple method: before reacting, ask yourself, does my response align with my principles? For example, if respect is your principle, shouting at your teen contradicts it. Opt for a calm, firm discussion instead. Small, step-by-step guide to using principles. Reflect. Write down 3 principles that matter most in your family, e.g., empathy, respect, responsibility. Communicate. Share these principles with your teen and explain why they're important. Align. Check your rules, reactions, and practices against these principles. Are they consistent? 4. Adapt. When a conflict arises, pause and think, what principle applies here? Respond accordingly. Model. Show your teen how you live by these principles in your own actions. Parenting becomes so much clearer and less stressful when you're guided by principles rather than chasing the latest parenting trend. Principles are your anchor, helping you build trust, set boundaries, and foster growth in your teen. Remember, teens don't just listen to what you say, they watch what you do. When you live by principles, you teach them to do the same. Subscribe and don't miss our next video where we deep dive into forming good habits in your life. Comment hack for bonus materials. For habit hacks to re-architect your and your teenager's life. Also, make sure you hit that like button and follow us on social media if you found this video helpful. Links in the description below.